it's almost Fat Tuesday, so I'm going to be making a gumbo, a traditional gumbo that uses a homemade roux. And so the first thing we're gonna do is kind of put our veggies in there and saute them real quick. And I use butter, but you don't have to use butter. You can use whatever oil you like, but you know I'm a butter girl, so I'm using butter. So these are peppers and onions. I use different color peppers because it just makes it prettier inside the gumbo. So we add those to the pot. And then we just let them saute. And get happy and love each other. So we have sauteed our meats, we have sauteed our veggies, and now it's for like the most important part of a gumbo, which is the roux. So a roux is going to be 1 part butter to 2 parts flour. And when I say butter, it can be just about any oil. I've seen it done with coconut oil, vegetable oil, but the ratio is 1 to 2. The thing about a roux is you have to monitor it. So you can't just be like, I'm gonna walk away and I'm gonna come back to it. The roux is what gives the gumbo a lot of its flavor, but it also what gives it its thickness. And so we want to make sure we have a roux that is not just a roux, but it's also is kind of dark in flavor, but without burning it. So it's a little trick, and the trick is to just keep stirring it. So right now I have the butter in here melting. I have sauteed our veggies, sauteed our meat in our sausage, our chicken in our sausage, and now it's time for like the most important part of the gumbo recipe in general is a roux. And you really have to use a homemade roux, and you kind of are just making it with what we call oil and flour, but it's equal parts. So you want it to be not equal parts, it's actually 2 to 1. So 2 parts flour to 1 part butter. The other trick to making a roux is for gumbo is we want it to cook and be brown. Like the browner it is without burning, the more flavor it adds to the gumbo. But the trick of it is you have to watch it and you have to stir it. So right now I'm just melting some butter in the pot. And then I'm gonna slowly add in the flour, like not so fast so that I can stir it and actually let it get brown and delicious slowly. So look at that baby, it's got a pretty color. Nice color, nice consistency. We can go a little bit further, make it a little bit darker, and even adding some more flour wouldn't hurt. But I'm gonna leave it right here. And now we're gonna start to season this baby on up. We got it all happy and beautiful inside. We're gonna add some veggie stock to it. And we're gonna add our flavorings or our seasonings. So this is sodobo, Cajun seasoning, and that's it. And we're gonna add a bay leaf and a little bit more pepper because I like a little kick to my gumbo. Put it inside and just let it be happy. Let it be happy. Add my bay leaf, and then we're gonna let it simmer for just a little bit. The roux and the spices simmer together. And now, I know you guys hear my New Orleans jazz in the back. And now we're letting it come together. You can see the consistency of it starting to get a lot thicker. And nice and velvety. We want it to coat a little bit the back of the spoon. That's the rest of my roux. I got stuck to my spoon back there. And that's how dark we want it. Something about a roux, when it's dark like that, it adds a nutty flavor. I could even smell it. Wish y'all could smell it. With all the seasonings going on, it's starting to smell good. We're gonna add our meat in that we sauteed already. Yummy. And then we're gonna add our veggies so it can all begin to come together, soak up all of that delicious seasoning as they finish cooking. Gumbo in motion, gumbo in motion. This is how we're keeping ourselves sane during the winter storm.